My people wonder they say shall never end. See this Oloris, their own is too much. Oh. According to what we are hearing, they say Kabiyesi was shocked over what Ifa diviners revealed about the strange things that happened to the strange cat that bite Ebony. The other day that she had cat encounter, allegedly. Oh. For those of you who have not known, they said she encountered cat at midnight screaming and nobody was able to save her, So something happened that made them to bring diviners that revealed the shocking message. According to what we are hearing, they said Ebony went to see her, as you know, they say she have an NGO in their kingdom. And she had a meeting with the people that are managing it for her. So while they were waiting for her, she came the way she, that before now, whenever she comes with so much smiles, they hail her and all of that. But this time around, she came quietly. And when she came quietly, they said she was kind of not relaxed. When you see her, you will know that something is seriously bothering her. And at some point, they said she started scratching her thigh, non-stop. And people were worried, what is wrong with her? And that made her not to be her usual self. She did not speak to them the way she used to. She just managed to come there. And a lot of people were like, she shouldn't have come at all since it is this serious. So why they said she was scratching that place, a particular part of her thigh, and that is the place she claimed that a cat bite her, you know. So when that place started swelling up, they said it started scratching her non-stop, and while she is scratching it, the thing was getting swollen, and they took her to the hospital. They did not see anything. So when they did not see anything in the hospital, they have to bring her back to the palace. And at this point, they have noticed that it's a spiritual stuff. So, and they said Kabiyesi ordered that some diviners from many places should come for this reason. Because for such a strange thing to be happening in Kabiyesi's palace, he needs to find out why, you know. So when they brought those diviners, they started doing some incantations as usual. They said the incantation was done at Obatala courtyard. That Obatala courtyard is like a shrine where they take when cases that are spiritual and strange like this happens. That is where they do some divination and all of that. So when they started doing that, there, Ebony was saying that it was cat that bite her, but almost all the diviners that came, they said it wasn't cat, that it was a snake bite. That it was that deity. There's that particular deity they said that moves with snake. That it was that deity that attacked her, that bite her that place. Because even looking at that place physically, there is no sign that something bite her from what we are hearing. But they said that place started swelling up and they become red and all of that. So at this point, people started asking questions. Why did she experience that? Why this? Why that? That was how they said that it is the gods who gave her that mark. Why? Because she violated the palace. From what we are hearing, they said before Iyanifa and those diviners from different countries, before they achieved that full moon ritual, that they did a lot of cleansing in the palace. And not just cleansing, they also do what is called fortification. They fortify the palace in such a way that you as anybody, you cannot bring in certain things inside the palace and the gods will spare you. And now we are hearing that it is the major reason why Iyanifa advised Kabiyesi to remove immunity from the wives that he is suspecting, so that when they bring in anything, they are going to face the consequences squarely. So that the issue of removing immunity, from what we're hearing, it did not just start. They said it was Iyanifa who gave Kabiesi that idea. Due to all the fortification, they have fortified the palace so much that it is no longer the time you will hear that this Olori or another person, brought some strange deity inside the palace and nothing will happen. That it is no longer that period. So this time around, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. And that is why it is looking like, despite all the pleadings, all the beggings, that people are begging Kabiyesi not to remove immunity from these women, Kabiyesi is insisting. It is because he doesn't want anything to happen to them under his own coverage. He wants a situation whereby he have removed immunity, and if they do anything, they will face the consequences immediately without wasting time. So it was through their further investigations and incantations that they find out that Ebony did something that is so bad that the gods could not keep quiet. They decided to show her small. That, assuming that Kabiyesi have removed the immunity completely from them, that maybe she might not have survived it, or it will be more deadly than it is right now. So when they asked the diviners what exactly have she done, allegedly, they said, despite all the warnings and everything, that she went ahead to brought something into that palace. And the essence of bringing that thing inside the palace is to convince Kabiyesi not to go ahead with that immunity remover, and also to stop whatever connection that he wants to do with Queen Naomi. Let the palace be the way it is when Kabiyesi was not talking about Queen Naomi. And I said, now wow. Now, wow. Remember they said there was a diviner who also said something of this nature. Particular person said about three Oloris went into the different shrines in the palace to collect something to go and do juju outside, so that Kabiyesi will forget about the immunity and forget about Queen Naomi. But from this particular uh, divination from these Ifa diviners right now, they are saying that Ebony brought something inside the palace, you know, for this same reason. And that is why the gods decided to show her a little. And they said the diviners also warned that if nothing is done about this, that it will get to a point that she will blame herself for this move. And it's not as if they don't know that they warned her, but because she have decided that there is no how she is giving up on this fight until she gets what she wants, she decided to forge ahead. And that is why this thing happened to her. And I say, now wow. These people will use their hands and tie themselves, all because they are fighting Queen Naomi. Yes, because I don't see the reason why this person will know. Because this is a person who is grounded in their culture and tradition, who knows very well that with all that Yanifa did in that palace, that if she brings anything, she is going to do this, and she went ahead. Anyway, this is what we are hearing. They're all alleged information. Don't forget, please do well to subscribe to my channel if you're here to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up and share my video. They will buy themselves if they are not careful enough. Thanks for watching. Bye. Love you.